nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Golden Gophers have one of the most unique on-campus stadiums in college sports. Formerly playing in the Vikings home field, now back on campus, Huntington Bank Stadium has brought that college spirit back to Minnesota. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Huskers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Taylor has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. They'll run the screen. Turning it on. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
Defense playing a bail technique. To the air on first down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means.
Might have a chance. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
I love the work the offensive line does on that play. They created a huge hole for the ball carrier, and he's a guy, if you get him in the second level, he can take it the distance. Nice job up front.
The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Trying play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Scanning the field is Lindsey. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Right back to the well. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Calandria. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab deep. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Cornhuskers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Might be changing the route. Now they'll run it to the right here. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got the tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. Makes the grab, it's Barney. He is in! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he tacks on the extra point. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Taylor.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run the counter. Finding some room. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Quarterback extends the play. He's going to take off. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Taylor. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Unloads to the right. Hits the open man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give is to Taylor. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That's a really good job by this defense because 2nd and short, a lot of times, you're thinking pass. You're thinking they're going to try to make that big play because they're set up in a good spot. They did a great job still getting penetration, shutting down the run. Now, 3rd and short time. Probably expecting another run again. Who's going to be the most physical team?
Gets it out quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Barney. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
So now it's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going for the big play. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, though.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the tight end.
Wilson, rush. Enter. Nat.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to pull his way in. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. They could make this a 2-possession game with a field goal, but they want to put a little distance, a little cushion to their lead. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute, get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To throw, it's Calandria. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
This time it's complete.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. He'll be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about the defense coming up huge? It looked like this was going to get really, really close, and they do what they do, man. Make that one big play, Palmer. Force not only the turnover, and then take it all the way back to the house. They looked like they were about to give up points, and then all of a sudden, they get points of their own.
And that was a bad decision by the quarterback, too, David. I get it. You're trailing on the scoreboard, but you got to know you can't get it all back on one throw. He threw that into traffic. Give the defense credit. They were where they needed to be. They didn't just pick it off. They took it to the house. And
entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
insult to injury.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. Oh, makes a diving snag along the right sideline. And the Huskers moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Got a man. It's Mills. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
One more snap coming before halftime. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Just about set to get this second half underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Took it all the way back to the house. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To the air, it's Calandria. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. The Huskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more...
Throws toward the end zone. And he needed a little bit wider field as that one falls out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Knocked off his feet.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Huskers. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Coming out with it, it's Lowry. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Makes the grab in their space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. There's a crease. Touchdown, Nebraska. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Taylor has it. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. It'll It'll be 3rd and long.
And 18. Enter.
Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
And he muffs it, a loose football. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. To the air, it's Calandria. Unloads to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And down he goes. A sack on 4th down, and the defense gets the football back.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuff, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Running inside, it's Taylor. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? They'll try to run for it. Maybe some room here. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run inside. It's Taylor. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Motion! Doc! Doc! Wilson! Hey! Wilson! Wilson! Doc! Check! Doc! Doc! Slot! Slot! Slot!
Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Right back to the well, and it didn't work again. It's 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Throwing right. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Huskers will have it 1st and 10. The Gophers will take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. on first down from the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Ready. Let's go.
Just keep slinging it. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Turner. Makes it past the marker. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Calandria. It's complete to the right.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up.
Flag 14. Flag. Chip. Freeze. Ready, go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's got him this time. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And he's thrown another interception. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The play action fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a second and long. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
Holly, thank you.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll test the right side. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries. And when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stings. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.